Guys, I just had a realization I need to spend 20 minutes talking about.
No.
Okay.
Please no. I'm tired.
Now I should be able to figure out what it is.
I'm gonna be up in 10 hours.
Oh,
Fork.
god damn it. It's wallpaper. I don't remember how to play this stupid game.
You want to make letter big that you need, and then make it go in the thing.
Did it.
Fork.
Me. No, I didn't want that. I'm trying to remember how. I'm really trying to remember how this game controls.
You can pull up the controls, you know.
There we go. I need an A. God. This.
Fork.
Hey, there's an A.
It's gonna hit something. They're gonna hit each other. Anyways. I pressed the wrong button. God damn it. What are the controls? It's not letting me pull up the controls. I actually pressed the button. Okay. There's the A. Let's grab that A. Put it here. Hit X this time. This has to be a thing. Don't need an E, I need an L. Thank you. Don't you dare. Okay. Go. Now I need a second L. Just bail on these. Don't you dare. Give me an L! God, it's like a bad cheerleader. Finally. No, don't you dare. God. I pressed the wrong button! God, I hate this! I hate this so much! God damn it! I'm so mad. I'm
I
so
never had this
actually
much
viscerally angrily.
I never had this much trouble ever.
Why are there so many letters? You also played this on easier than me. Give me the P. Give me another P. Thank you.
What does that spell? Pee-pee.
Fuck everything!
Are you looking for light blue?
Yeah. God. Fucking. No! God! I didn't even have time! No! F off! Fuck you! Look how much health I've lost! And now I need to eat. Fuck! I wasn't even paying attention to that! Come on! Look how much shit is on this screen! Improved! Just go in. End my suffering. Dear fucking lord. I had this solved before, but no, we had to do this dumb minigame that I fucking hate. Oh. I'm sorry to whoever's editing this picture out to sense that.
Isn't it part of the wallpaper in the storage room?
Yes. Congratulations. You just solved what I figured out. Like, yeah, what I figured out hours ago. I hate that I play as Hajime because he's so much dumber than I am.
It's always what they have it as.
Right. If you overlay the scrap that was caught on the lighting, tear in the wallpaper.
Are you seriously doing the fucking Wordle?
No.
See? It fits perfectly.
No.
Hooray! You guys got it. Congratulations. I'm glad we had to fucking suffer for the sake of 5 seconds of dialogue.
And what's wrong with that? Does it have something to do with Hiyoko's body disappearing?
It has everything to do with her body disappearing.
A mere nobody like me isn't important enough to answer that.
And yet you're the one who brought this up!
But if you guys were exceptional enough to identify that scrap of paper, you can figure this out easily.
I want to die. It's got paper stuck to the baton lane as part of that wallpaper I found in the storage room. Is it connected to the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body? If I trace it back from there, the answer should become clear. Alright, let's give this a try. Please do logic dive next. Thank God. Redemption. I forgot the controls for logic dive.
I'm so proud of you.
Alright. Move, accelerate, brake, and jump. So this is jump, right? Yeah. Alright, full speed ahead. Let's go! I will never not be excited for logic dive because this is just a fun. Alright, everyone, sing it with me. Oh. Well, never mind. Rolling around at the speed of sound. Got places to go, gotta follow my rainbow. Can't stick around. It was hidden. Duh. Gotta keep moving on. Guess what lies ahead on.
You should really stop.
It's okay, it's Sonic. Sonic's okay with it. Because Sonic's usually in video games. That's from Sonic. Fine. I get it, you don't like my singing.
No, I love your singing.
We lost my rock and roll
like-
bad. Let me have some rock and roll music
What I
too.
don't like is fighting all the copyright claims.
Okay. The
Oh,
wallpaper.
that was a big yawn, kitty kitty.
I've already had this figured out, but I just get to enjoy the mini game. I just get to
So I was at this point.
like I figured this out earlier today. I'm ahead of the curve. Oh,
I really
sick
wonder
jump.
what it would be like if we just went straight
Sick
into
jump.
the trial at one point. When you didn't have time to think.
I feel like I'd have a lot more confusion.
Yeah.
They covered the pillar. Please don't be a last question. I'm not done. No, I was having fun!
I don't know.
Damn. Well, at least this time it wasn't all of one side. It actually made me go the red path once. Congratulations, I guess.
It's all coming together.
Is it now?
Sounds like the audio's falling apart.
Got it. Kyoko's body was hidden before we found it.
But it would have taken quite a long time to tape up a hidden body.
That's what they did the night before. Theoretically, I mean, they could have done it at any point. I'm
No,
just
the
assuming
body
it was
was
the night before.
already taped up and the killer hid it, along with the pillar using the wallpaper.
And the stickers. Remember, that pile was a little bit lower. So they put stickers over it.
Yeah, by wrapping the
Nope.
wallpaper around the pillar, the killer was able to create a slightly larger pillar. So when I first discovered Ibuki's body,
Nope, you were not.
Kyoko's
Nope.
body was already there.
Careful, you might set something off.
I'm blocking the area
However,
where the last
because it was
time she
concealed within a
went to
slightly
the drive,
larger pillar,
because
I didn't
she was about
realize
to
that
do it
at the
again.
time.
I was totally right on this.
Well, that's understandable. I mean, it makes sense that you'd notice
I was
Ibuki's
very
body
proud of
right
her.
away.
When I read that, when you read that,
Mhm.
it was like, wow, just from that tiny scrap.
It's like good, you did it. I'm proud.
Like I said, I nailed up. I
The baton
used
lighting forms a perfect circle
logic
around
piecing
the
things
pillar,
together.
so using it to hang the wallpaper totally fits.
Oh yeah, like you can see that the above it's a little bit smaller.
The reason the wallpaper was covered in so many stickers is to make it look like that pillar.
That's how they hid Yoko's body, and then peeled off the wallpaper as soon as I left the music video.
But the killer made a
Got it.
mistake. They accidentally ripped off a piece of the wallpaper.
Right?
And because of that, a scrap was left on the baton lighting.
Killer must have been in a hurry.
I don't want to be
Their
like I'm
plan
way
took
ahead
too
of
long.
all of you
Hajime
because
could've
I
walked
still
in
don't
on-
fully have everything solved.
But going
But,
to the trouble of hiding the body and the pillar is very bold and risky.
Risky Biznu.
Honey, sweetie, stop stroking yourself.
Crime
I
itself
I
was
really am
much
starting to
easier
doubt
to
her,
process.
but
They
like
don't
I have a
much
lot of
to do
doubts
while
that's her. But
Hajime's gone.
like she's the only one with the opportunity based on this situation I've painted. So like I have to assume it's her.
They
I just don't have a
peel off
motive.
that wallpaper and
Maybe
stash
she's just
it in
really
the
fucking
storage
sick of being a nurse.
It's not that big of a deal. Then when
She really
was
just wanted to
Ryoko
bang
actually
Hajime. That's
killed?
all she wanted.
Good point. And on that note, it's about time we shed some light on those imitation murders.
All right, let's see. How relevant is this?
You mentioned imitation murder more
Do
than
we really
once.
have to have another explanation of what imitation murder is because the bunny's an idiot?
Are you kidding me? You haven't seen my masterpiece? The Wizard of Monami 2.5D?
It wasn't even 2.5D. Clearly you've never played a Sonic game.
Hey, don't put my likeness in your movies without my permission.
You're pretty
God,
noisy for someone who eats mothballs.
God. It sounded... Okay, the audio line sounded like he said mothballs.
It sounded like he said mock balls in my ear.
We all heard different things because everyone in the game apparently heard moss balls. I'm losing my mind.
I don't eat moss balls. I just enjoy looking at them.
Sure, they're cute.
This is the. You remember that really bad comedy act? It's like it just never ended.
I knew it. There are so many similarities. It must have been intentional.
Ibuki's death by hanging matches the Scarecrow's death from the movie. Not just that, but Hiyoko getting taped up after her death matches the lion's death.
Not really, because they were the lion was jabbed with a bunch of arrows, and that was something from the last game.
It's as if both crimes were replicas of scenes from the movie, although the mutilated Tin Man was omitted.
I really do think Hiyoko was a victim of circumstance, and making it look like the movie made it seem like it was more intentional.
But why did the killer go to all this trouble in the first place?
Because I really don't think they intended to kill
Based on what
Hiyoko.
we know, the reason the killer chose these imitations isn't that difficult to figure out.
The reason the killer imitated two victims in the movie should to mix up the killing order.
I see.
The moment that was
The reason
presented to
the
me.
killer imitated two of the
Oh, that
murders
makes
from the movie
sense.
was so he'd mix up the killing order.
Then Hiyoko was actually killed before Ibuki?
Oh,
valid
that
line of
that's actually very clever to use the pillar for that. Actually,
Yeah, it's valid.
besides just hiding the
condition
body.
of Ibuki's body suggests that as well.
What do you mean?
She had blood on her shoes.
If you're going to cry and beg like that, then I guess I'll hear about the condition of Ibuki's body.
I'm
Dead
not
silence.
even
If you're
crying.
going to cry and beg.
I'll let you
You're
sob
going to
as
create
much as
such
you
a
want
scene.
later. Just hurry up and tell me before I change my mind.
What a
Why does
jerk!
Gundam's voice sound so familiar?
Oh, I see.
You know, we'd still have
You
like
wanted to
a
explain it
perfect
to me,
record
right?
for our
Guess you don't understand what
thing
I'm
if it wasn't for
saying,
Hangsman's
right?
Gambit. Like we wouldn't have lost any health.
Bigger jerk?
Actually, that's not true.
Impossible.
Because I did get hit on
Ibuki
something
died
in
because she hanged herself, right?
Logic Dad.
That means when she was still alive, her feet were touching the floor.
What's wrong with that?
But it seems Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was killed. That would mean Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki.
How light. Your words are
Yeah,
so
dude,
light,
we have
as
evidence.
light
We
as
have
the
evidence.
Zeus feather.
You're like really confident.
Your opponent is out of your league. It is too absurd to try to perplex me so inadequately.
Dude,
Man, he's being annoying again.
Same.
I love you, Gundam, but you're not as
Me
smart as
too.
you think.
And foremost, you claim Ibuki's feet were touching the floor when Hiyoko was killed.
And I have evidence.
How can a low-class creature with no psychic abilities like you know something like that?
How can
Gundam's like, how did you know I did that? I mean, what?
Because she was doing
'Cause he is the
something
other
that's
suspect,
only
that is
possible
true.
If her feet were on the floor.
It seems you suffer from a pathetic delusion.
You sure it's her?
You're one to talk.
God, you made me agree with Soda. See what you did?
Twice.
I think it's best if we clarify Ibuki's status when Hiyoko was killed. I imagine I probably have to agree, because I know it's the shoes. It's the blood on the soles.
What, you mean it's not the candle? Fuck you mean it's not the candle?
Technically also the step ladder, but not in this case, because we're trying to prove she was
When
standing.
Hiyoko died,
Stuff was happening.
Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
Don't need to disagree, I need to...
I am telling you to present your evidence.
Did you see her walking?
Yeah.
Technically, but not.
Her feet were on the
'Cause
floor.
in theory, I saw a fake.
Was there any sign she stepped on something?
Just gonna really carefully, because I don't want to bother
I
shooting.
agree with that.
Oh yeah, we got Sonia's consent! Soda's gonna be pissed.
Just as Sonia said, Ibuki stepped on something. That something was
God, I had to agree.
faint bloodstains on the soles of her slippers.
I thought he said just as Soda said for a second. I was like, did I have to agree with Soda again? I thought I agreed, but I was like, no, he said Sonia, and I just heard him wrong.
Injuries.
God, I hate that their names are so similar, because I actually do like Sonia.
Then it's Hiyoko's blood.
She is great. She's adorable. She's just you.
Hiyoko's
But a
only
princess.
wound was a fatal slice
So
on
me.
her neck, and she died almost
But a
instantly,
princess with
right?
money. We're flat fucking broke. Watch our videos.
Please.
If Ibuki stepped on her blood,
It means Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was mortally wounded.
This is.
Which means Ibuki was still alive at the exact
I know you've
moment
seen this
Hiyoko
all
was
before. It's
killed.
like running through the motions, but believe me, like this is it's really nice just to have validation to my thoughts.
Don't underestimate
I'm
the
not
Dude,
yawning
what the
because of
fuck?
that. I'm yawning because I'm really tired because it's 1 in the morning.
Oh shush, shush,
Is
shush.
that
Time
it?
doesn't exist.
A shepherd
Time is just a
dressed
myth
in
created by the clock
Sunday's
companies to
finest
sell product.
Still reeks of lamb, Hajime Hinata.
Does that mean you have a rebuttal?
Does that mean you have a rebuttal? That's a good line.
Go jot that down.
Hey, Conch, I didn't say you
Are
could
you
use that.
sure you're sure? If I show you how serious I am, this world might be destroyed, you know.
Okay.
No, go ahead. Let's test this.
You're so frightened you can't even make a sound.
Yeah, that's why.
It seems you've realized our
I love him,
differences.
but sometimes, like in situations like this, he can be grating.
However, the time for conviction starts now. You better entertain me to the fullest.
You know,
Every
it's
time Gundam talked in a trial, I just spammed past it. I was like, I don't care. Shut up.
you know you're great outside of trials, but like you're not helpful here.
Aw, I just noticed that the hamster is balancing on his 2 fingers.
Oh damn, that's actually impressive. I
You
want the
did.
step ladder just for the
You're
sake
saying
of
the
it.
blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to Hiyoko?
I have to remember this game.
Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was... You can't step on blood that was never there.
Oh, no, no, no.
Just about 1 minute. Did you see a nice nightmare?
There's the smudge on the floor is what I need. I already
You're
seen
saying the blood
opportunity
on
counters.
Ibuki's
It's a
feet
trap.
belong to Hiyoko?
Yeah, it is weird that the counter is first.
Try to remember the crime
Is this a
scene.
trap?
There was no blood on the floor.
There was though.
Allow me to cut through those words.
It does feel like Gundam is trying
The
to
reason there
lure
was
us
no
into
blood on the
something,
floor
which
is
isn't
because the
good.
killer wiped it away afterward.
Because often the people who rebuttal are, in some cases, involved with the case.
Don't say such foolish things. You don't have proof of that at all.
Yes, I do. If you look closely, there's a streak on the floor where blood was wiped away.
when the killer tried to hide Hyoko's body, they probably cleaned the blood at the same time, but
Is it Gundam? The way he's acting does set him up that it's him.
and the killer probably didn't even
But
realize
what?
it.
I did say it was him at the start.
The reason they wiped off the blood
I'm still
on
trying to figure out the
floor
opportunity he might
was
have
so
had.
we'd mix up the order of the murders, right? Even if they're able to hide Hyoko's body, it'd be bad if her blood was left out in the open.
Plus, Ibuki's body was left out in the open, and it wasn't bleeding from any open wounds at all.
You were totally zoned out there, weren't you?
Hyoko's body was probably wrapped in duct tape to stop her bleeding.
How did you sleep for like
Actually,
so
the
long?
bleeding will stop once the heart stops beating. So I don't think they had to go that far. Aside from Mikon, none of us were aware of that fact. So the killer probably did not know it either.
Maybe the hater was
Anyone's
running
ever
inside
had
the
to
laser
do
thing
this
so it would screw with Mikon's autopsy?
Yes.
That's right! I didn't know the time of death because of the heater!
You know that you gotta print like 50 receipts. I had to print
Time of death wasn't
double
mentioned in the
what we
modern
normally have to print and keep track of them all.
evidence from us.
Because this person that went through the line
Yep.
had
Since we have all this
so many
evidence,
things to pick up.
there's no one else who
tomorrow.
wants to object, right?
So I was like, you need the receipt for
So
this,
it's
but they also
decided.
need one. And then you need
Hyoko
one for
was
this,
killed
and then they also need
before
one. And then you
Ibuki.
need one, and they need one.
It appears that it
And I
is
was running around
wiser
the
to
kitchen with my
retreat
head
for
cut
now.
If he is the killer, that's the smartest thing any of the killers in this game have said so far. Also, I fully do not
Regardless
comprehend
of
what you're
good
doing because I
or
was still
evil,
focused on the case.
There's no deceit
That's
in
fine.
upholding one's convictions.
I was just
Can't
talking
you just
about
shut
where
up
my
and back
day was
off?
hectic.
It does seem like I really
Now
don't
then,
know if it's
Let
him.
us resume our debate.
Ah, wait a sec. There's something I want to run by
Because again,
Marcoon first.
Mikon's the only one with opportunity.
Huh? Again? Didn't something like this happen last time, too?
Yep.
Hey, if the victim actually committed suicide, what are we supposed to do?
Figure out that they committed suicide.
Believe it or not, I have experience with this.
The same as always. You have to vote for who the killer is. Think about it. A suicide means you've killed the most important existence of all, yourself.
That's weirdly uplifting.
Unfortunately,
against
that means
suicide,
there's no
'cause it's like,
Kraken to punish,
it's-
but I guess in a pinch, I can
Amaya?
always punish Monami.
This cat is really trying to mess with the recording. She's actually trying to like crawl under, because she's unplugged the hard drive before while we were recording. That happened in this series. You saw that a couple episodes ago. And she's really trying to get to the computer. No, you don't get to no. You're a distraction.
You're cute though. Come here.
Nagito?
No,
What do you mean?
it creates
If the
issues.
victim
This is
actually
a
committed
problem.
suicide.
Well, I mean, I understand Hyoko's death, but I'm wondering if Ibuki was really murdered.
If my theory is correct, yes.
For example, it's possible Ibuki killed Hyoko and then committed suicide due to a guilty conscience, right?
Oh, hi.
That's totally impossible.
Okay,
Then she never
stay
would
where
have
you
killed her
are.
to begin with.
She was afflicted by the despair disease, remember? That means anything
s-
can happen.
Don't have the cat on your lap. This creates
But if
issues.
Ibuki's the killer,
I still stand
he
by.
wouldn't
This
have
is
been
part of the
able to
reason the hard drive
falsify
got unplugged.
sequence of the murders, right?
You're giving her an open path to the hard drive.
After Hajime saw the hanged body, the sudden appearance of
Another one.
Hyoko's body soon after means
If she faces this way, then
the
she
killer
can't hit the
had
hard
to
drive.
be alive at
Alright.
that time.
You're too weak to animals.
And
Then she was alive.
that reminded me
When
today.
Hajime first discovered Ibuki, she was just pretending to be dead. If
No.
she waited until Hajime left, that's when she could have made her move and mess with the
No.
crime scene.
She hanged herself. Remember? There's no fucking way she could have faked that.
There's a lot of ways you can fake that. Actually,
There's plenty of ways.
reference Heather's.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's something from Sherlock Holmes too, but I don't remember where like the movie with Robert Downey Jr. I mean.
You saying I'm weak to animals, by the way, remind me. Today at work, there was a tiny puppy that was only 2 months old,
And
size of Amaya's head.
if she was going to fake her
Oh yeah, you
death,
told me about that. Wasn't
Nope.
that
No, that was a cat,
she wouldn't
and that
have
was
chosen hanging.
the same day that the asshole argued with me on the
Her
88
body would
loss.
have been defenseless
Way
in that
later,
state.
but no.
If anyone
uh,
touched her,
Today at
that
work, there's a
alone
tiny
would have
dog that was
ruined
2
her
months old.
plan.
God, we just need to like not. We need an office. Watch our videos.
I see. So that means
Everyone's in goddamn
there's
shock.
no doubt that someone killed those two.
You smell awful.
I'm glad. Now I'm free to search for the killer.
What the
Can't
heck?
be with you. You'll kill me if I try.
There's still one more issue on my mind.
Keep it to yourself.
If Ibuki didn't commit suicide, just what would
Actually, that's a
that
good
video
question. I have the
Hajime
answer
saw?
to it.
According to that video you saw, Ibuki was by herself when she climbed the stepladder, right?
What the fuck is on the floor in that video? Can you get rid of the text?
What are you talking about?
The-
Where?
See, like the little dots all over the fucking place?
No. Do you mean the splits in the boards?
Is that what they're meant to be?
They look like lines. Is it just the angle you're at, or like what is wrong with you?
Might just be the angle I'm at, but they look like little, like, dot patterns. Ow.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
And does that mean someone forced her to do it?
No, what I desperately think happened.
Forced? Perhaps they used hypnotism or something?
I mean, no, it's easy to manipulate. She was in an easily manipulative state, so
I
it wasn't
don't know
necessarily
anything about that.
hypnotism.
Don't say it all proud.
But I don't.
Putting that aside, it seems obvious that the killer did something. So, maybe we should figure out who was able to do whatever that was.
You.
So, an alibi. Then our plan is to destroy the weakest alibi. Since
We've got
Hajime
our
has seen the
mission.
video, it is clear what time the crime took place.
No.
But just to be sure, that surveillance camera doesn't have a record function, right?
It's a cheap-ass surveillance camera, you know? There's no way it'd have some kind of sweet recording feature.
Don't most surveillance cameras have recording features? I know like a lot of them are just like you know, for
Not when they're made out
surveillance.
of junk.
Then the video Hajime saw was actually live?
Yes, from the
What
conference room,
time did Hajime see that video?
right before the announcement.
I saw it at the hospital, right before Monokuma's morning announcement. And I saw the body at the music.
I don't know why I'm
theater
answering
after
these
Monokuma's
questions like they're not gonna answer them 5 seconds later.
So Ibuki hanged herself right before Monokuma's announcement. And since we established that Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki, that means the time that the murders occurred was before and during the announcement.
Then we just have to find the person who doesn't have an alibi during that time?
Now then, I shall issue my decree. Let Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi commence.
You're not my princess. This ain't country.
Bitch, yes she is.
The only person here who thinks that she's their princess is goddamn Soda, and I'm not in the same category as him.
She's my princess.
Good for you.
She's
We
my
can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
Yeah.
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
The most supposedly happened before and during the morning announcement. The person who doesn't have an alibi for that time.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
Yes, mainly. So it gave me Nikon and Fuyuhiko's account, right?
Nikon, Fuyuhiko, and Sonya's.
Right until the Monokuma announcement that morning, Nikon was with Hajime the whole time. Afterwards, she went to... Oh! Everyone... No, not everyone was sleeping in their motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
I think. Hang on, I want to check this real quick.
Saw my face in the recording, didn't you?
No, I actually wasn't looking. I'm just checking something. Yoko was distraught because her kimono was to show. She just told her to do it. There's no proof that she actually went and did it. Okay, so that's not an alibi.
The other one is Fuyuhiko.
Yeah. After they met Nikon in front of the hostel, they split up and searched for Buki. They checked the movie theater and Electric Avenue, and they didn't find anyone. Apparently, it doesn't really set up an alibi though, because again, it's them splitting up. I literally said that these accounts. Hajime the whole time. Afterwards, she went to the hospital to check on everyone and realized that Buki had disappeared. Apparently not the Fuyuhiko. In theory, Nikon vouches for... I want to see what the... So, I looked at the accounts.
What about you
What are the
guys?
other things? The surrounds on the video.
I was where I was supposed to be, my
The
own
ticket
cottage.
doesn't really help me.
That's not an alibi.
So I want to look at... I'll still look at the ticket, but I want to look at the surveillance video first. That's a unit. Where's the video? View. It shows a person just... If I could use Monokuma's account, it would actually help me. Invitation that prepared by Monokuma. One ticket was passed out per person, and the date was passed out. Date it was passed out is printed on the tickets. This is only helpful for when I need to know when the people watch the movie. No, this doesn't give anyone an alibi because they were all supposedly in the hotel rooms, not watching the movie.
Do you want a hint?
Do I have to agree?
No.
Okay.
Aside from those afflicted
So
by
let
the
me look at
disease,
everything again and then run against what I
if
know.
nobody has an alibi, then Operation
Theoretically,
Destroy the Weakest
Nikon's
Alibi
account
has
would
failed.
give... Because it's saying if nobody has an alibi. Theoretically, the person doesn't have an alibi for that time. I'm looking for who doesn't have an alibi during that time. That's what Hajime is implying here.
So it is an account.
That's why I already figured that out. It seems like
And the time you're thinking of who doesn't have an account is just after the morning or just what was it? Put up again?
I'm on a time
We
limit.
can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
No, I meant.
And what about
you
the others?
pull up what he had said.
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
Right before the morning announcement, because that's when
Right before the morning
Everyone at the
announcement
motel was
until
doing
right
that.
after the morning announcement. That's the
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
time frame.
What about you guys?
So
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's
No, I can't-
not
I don't
an
wanna do
alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody
I'm gonna try shooting Mikon's account here, because she does have the weakest alibi. Yeah,
No, that's
her
right.
alibi is the weakest. In fact, I literally said this while I was going over my thoughts.
Hold on. Not all of us are missing an alibi. In fact, Mikon and I both have alibis.
you two have alibis?
Up until I saw that hanging video, Mikon and I were actually together for a while.
Right now,
We even woke up together that morning.
You
don't tell
gotta
him that.
no,
Don't,
you
no,
gotta-
that didn't happen.
Hey, what kind of situation is that?
Look, my
nothing.
sex life is private, thank you.
I accidentally fell asleep and
Mikon, please.
Chaki's like, you fuck with my man?
Too much info.
About to come too.
Yeah, it's not like that. She just came to tell me Nagato's condition had improved.
And then she passed out.
And she
we went
fucking
to the
collapsed.
hospital together afterward, so we were together until right before the announcement.
I get it.
But this,
you guys have
if you
alibis.
turn this around, like with my idea of thinking, it actually means that she's the one person who had to have done it.
If that's the case, the killer must be someone
That said,
else.
I haven't been able to prove that's turned around. So in theory, she does have an alibi.
It's better if
In
we think
theory.
about it like that. The killer decided to falsify the murder sequence to hide the actual time of the crime anyway.
I'm probably not going to get to something like that till later
So
on.
it's inevitable that an alibi for both before and during the morning announcement would be very important.
It feels like Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has backed us into a corner instead.
It's okay, sweetheart. You had the right idea.
It's funny how she's like really trying to make this a thing.
Committing an imitation murder? Is that really all it was?
No.
Faking the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence, hiding their alibi in the process? Was that the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie?
Are you saying there was another reason?
I feel really bad for confusing you guys so much, but that's how I feel.
Do you know? Do you feel bad?
Honestly, this is the most helpful he's ever been.
I think
He
the
hasn't
killer had a
confused me. In fact, he's actually set me on the right
completely
track in a
different
couple
reason for
points.
falsifying the murder sequence.
The killer had a different reason. That's the case. Are we still in the killer's trap? Inside a trap set by one of us? If so, then, whose? And what kind of trap is it? Are we about to go into... Is this already the halfway point? What the hell? This is short.
It's shorter than most
Alright, I
in this
guess...
game.
Well, hello? Well, hello there, mon ami. Moss ball sure look tasty today. Oh,
Don't characterize me as someone who lives off mouse balls.
and here's some chats time. Oh, God. These fucking Mario Party flashbacks are coming back.
What's that?
Now then, mon amis, appeal time starts now.
Appeal time? Fuck is that?
I love how we've
What's he
just
gonna make me
totally
do?
strayed from what their voices are. Your kind-hearted big brother's gonna give you the chance to reclaim your honor. Good luck. Show those jokes who treat you like a red-handed stepchild. Sorry, that was funny.
That's 99% your fault, fam.
Yeah, but still 1% your fault, which means I'm able to shit on you for it. While you're wanting, your time's already running out, so please make your appeal simple. About 30,000 words or so.
That's too long. It'll just be a boring appeal.
Yeah. Alright, you only have 29,990 left. Come on, if you appeal successful, there might be merchandise opportunities heading your way! Like another tote bag!
Then...
I'm Usami, magical Miyuka girl Usami. I'm an itty bitty girl who's sweet like milk.
Jeez, and I thought a certain robot's little sister was supposed to be the best!
What a disappointment.
Who are you talking about? I have no clue whatsoever.
Who is he talking about? This seems like a reference. A certain robot's little sister? Yes, I would like to save our progress.
It's already on the screen. I've already put it on the screen.
Yeah.
I'm too tired right now.
All I can think of is like freaking Mega Man and Roll, but like I know that's not what he's talking about. Alright, we'll go over the recap next time.
Once again, I've been put in such an unreasonable situation.
Have you now?
Yeah, we'll go.
Me too, man.
We'll learn about that unreasonable situation next time. And even though I don't care, I'll still listen to it because I'm just kind of stuck listening to Monome. God,
Nah, we should just speed past it. Fuck her.
No, we have to have a way to start the next episode. It's become tradition at this point.
She didn't piss me off this much the first time I played this game.